Hi everybody, it's Janet with Fruit of the Vine Art Studio. Thank you so much for joining me here this evening. I really appreciate you being here with me. I'd love it when you hop on, you would just leave me a comment, tell me where you're watching from. I'd really appreciate knowing that you're out there with me. Anyway, today I'm going to do something that I've never actually done before. I'm going to try this, and I'm pretty sure it's going to work. I mean, it seems fairly simple enough, and I know Mod Podge can be used on lots and lots of different things, so I'm going to be using Mod Podge. Now, I've got this, it's a kit. It's called a Needle in the Haystack kit, and it's meant to be used on your sewing machine. And I'm not going to use my sewing machine. I'm going to use Mod Podge, and I'm going to make this pillow. You can kind of see it there, this pillow. I'm going to turn this pillow into a wall hanging on canvas. So it comes with instructions, and it's got all the pieces already cut. And all I have to, oops, don't lose it. All I have to do is glue these down, and I think it's going to work out pretty easily. Now, this thing's got a little staple in it right here. Let me pull that off and see if make sure I don't tear up anything doing that. I've already got my canvases ready here. Got a little couple things on it. Let me just wipe that off. And this is the duck applique. Let me move this to the side. And then we've got these cattails. You see these cattails, and these are supposed to be ironed on, it said. They have a shiny backing on them. So it said for those you're supposed to turn your iron on. So I've got my little craft iron up here too. And in fact, maybe the first thing I should do is put some Mod. Well, wait, first I'm going to look at this and see how big this is. This is the back. Now this is supposed to make a pillow, and this is supposed to make the back half of it for the sham. So I'm not going to be using this dark brown piece. I'm not going to use that. I don't have a need for that. Maybe we'll find another craft to do with that another time. I'm going to be using this right here, and it's sort of a natural color. And it looks like it's canvas, honestly. It looks like a piece of canvas, exactly like what I'm putting it onto, a piece of canvas. So I'm going to put the Mod Podge on here first. Let me look at this as far as its size goes. It's got enough to flip over the back on each side. That's good. Now, you know, this is a fabric, and it's not going to be something that I'm probably going to get done right away tonight. This is probably going to take a little while to dry, and it might even take a couple days to cure. So we'll get done as much as we can. We're going to put it together, and then I'll have to show you the finished product after it actually totally dries and cures. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some Mod Podge on here. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should let it dry and then iron this on so that there's no wrinkle right in the middle of it. And if I'm going to do that, I may as well just turn my iron on. And I've got him right here, and we want to let him get heated. Of course, we'll need time to let the Mod Podge dry on there too, because I'm not going to try to iron it on there wet, because I think that would, no doubt, probably ruin the iron. No doubt. Okay, let me get this crazy tangled up mess here. And I'm just going to plug this in right here. Okay. I'm going to turn that up and let it get hot. So while it's getting hot, I'm going to go ahead and put the Mod Podge. I think I'm going to use this one onto the canvas. I think to myself, if I'd have just made this a different color, I could just go ahead and Mod Podge the duck right onto it, because all that is this looks like a piece of canvas to me. That's okay. Wait a minute. Don't want to lose those guys. Put them over there. Okay, I'm just going to get Mod Podge on my brush. And I'm just going to put it all over this canvas. That's going to take a bit. We'll kind of go back and forth. Try to make sure I'm hitting it everywhere. It soaks right into this canvas, I'll tell you that. I'm putting some pretty big globs of it out here. Just trying to make sure that the whole canvas is getting covered with it. Trying to tilt it and see if I can see some areas that look like they could use a little more. A little thin in these areas here. That's got a little goop in it. This is the bottom of my barrel here. I gotta get me another canister of good old Mod Podge. I've used this one down to the bottom. And believe me, I'm happy with that. I'm getting my money's worth out of that Mod Podge, that's for sure. There's lots of fun things to do with Mod Podge, and I truly enjoy using it. All right. Let me see, can I get that off? There we go. I sure can. Just take my fingernail and get it off. Okay, I've got me a layer on here. You can see it there. Yeah, I could see that there's a spot missing right here. By holding it up and looking into the camera. That helped. That looks like that's pretty well covered. Now I'm trying to decide if I should put it all the way around the edges or if I should just put it on here. It's already got a nice straight cut around the side. I don't know. I'm going to flip it over, I think. But I can always do that with a stapler. Instead of trying to iron it on the edge. Because I'm really not looking at wanting to iron this on the edge. Okay, so for right now, I'm just going to stick this in the water. And let us look at a couple of these other pieces here that we've got. There's 4 little cattails that we're going to use. Canvas back sleeper, it says. So that's the type of duck that we're making here. This is a duck. You can see it's already cut out. This little piece looks like it goes. I'm looking at it here. Ooh, up to the front of it here. Just a little bit over top of the white, it looks like to me. When I look at that, that's going to sit right here on our canvas once we get this all going on here. And then it's got a little bitty beak and an eyeball to go on it. Hey, Steve, thanks for joining me. I appreciate that. I appreciate you giving me a comment there. I'm trying to hurry up and get this dry. Let me just do it this way, maybe. Ooh, I got to be careful what I'm doing there, hadn't I? I'll be blowing things off. Do it over here. Just try to get that moving just a little bit quicker for us. I could get my heat gun out, but I'm hoping that this will just dry real quickly. Mod Podge generally does dry fairly quick. It's basically Mod Podge as glue. It's, I think, 3 parts glue and 1 part water, I think. But I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know it's a secret formula. I don't know. I don't claim to know what Mod Podge is actually made out of. I'm sure if I read up on it, it'd probably tell me right on the thing exactly what's in it. It's kind of tacky. Kind of tacky. Okay, let's see. We want to get it directly over the top of it there, about the same on each side. Yeah, it's just a little bit wet, I think. Have I got it even? I think so. Here, we're just gonna iron that right down onto it. Okay, so we're gonna just hold it down here. Lift it up. Hold it down here. Don't really want to rub it. You don't want your steam on. Do not, no steam. I'm going to hold this for a few seconds here. I'm just going to kind of move it around back and forth, trying to work on that seam that's on the middle of it right here. I want to get it all the way to the edge. What about that corner? I don't know. You better check on it. Just kind of smooth it down with my hand a little bit. I need a big iron. Not my little craft iron for this one, huh? Maybe I need a book or something underneath it to hold it up. I wonder if that... That would hold it a little bit. And that way I could press a little harder. Don't know about how hard though, because that's got plastic on it and I don't want to melt no plastic. Just kind of pressing that down through here. Take my finger and press it down a little better. It's got the little design for you here. Shows you how I'm supposed to put it on. Tells you, you know, how the beak should go and where to put the eye. Supposed to do some sewing on there. Here, you can't really see it. There you go. I gotta watch my iron. Of course, the instructions are all about sewing it. Huh, it does have a wall hanging suggestion that you cut corrugated cardboard. Huh. Well, that's a good idea, too. Didn't think about doing that. Here I am on canvas. It said do it on cardboard. Well, this won't need a frame. It'll have its own frame. It'll be able to stand on its own on the wall. I'm just trying to go back and forth and get it all the way up to the top. I'm applying a little bit of pressure, nothing crazy. Okay, now are you supposed to put the talks about using a zigzag method. We're not going to be doing that. All right. I think this is on here pretty good now. Maybe just over here a little more. I haven't really worked on that much. I've been busy trying to read that and see what it says. Not very entertaining, is it? Hey. Hey, Diane. How you doing tonight? Hope you're having a great evening. I'm over here ironing. Something exciting for everyone here at Fruit of the Vine. Come watch Janet do some ironing. Yeah. It's getting that bad, I guess, around here. No, actually, this is a kit that my mother-in-law had given me quite a while back. And I had put it downstairs. It was in the dining room, and I had lost place of where in the heck it was. And I found it and thought, well, I want to do something with that, but I'm not going to make a pillow. Instead, I'm going to make a wall hanging with it. So now we've got it hanging on there pretty good, I'd say. It's ironed on there. Let me see if I can. Ooh, I can feel a little around this edge right here. Let me just kind of press that a little more. Let me see if I put my hand up here. Just a little bit right there. Oh, right here on this corner. See, it's a good idea to check right there. But I'm going to flip this over on the back, and I'm going to take a staple gun, and I'm going to get it stapled on there. Hey, Alicia. Thanks for joining me. Hey, girl, how you doing? What do we got there, Diane? Yeah, better for me to iron, huh? Oh, I'm kind of anxious to see how it turns out too. I've never actually Mod Podged a bunch of fabric with a canvas. I've not tried that before. And you're supposed to sew it. And yeah, I got a sewing machine. In fact, I got my mom's old sewing machine, which she loved and she sewed all the time. And I'm not going to say I don't know how to sew because that would be telling a tale. But I want to do this way instead. We're going to see how this works. Now let me see. That's got a little string coming off of it. So I'm thinking maybe I should put the duck, yeah, somewhere down in here. Let's see how we can arrange this now. He's pretty big. He's going to cover the whole thing here. And then let's see. This is going to go... Where is that picture? How does this go? This way, Janet. Come on now. This straight edge is going to go right down the back. Now, how far down does this go? Oh, it goes about just like that. Okay, so this is about where this is going to be then. Okay, is that bigger than that? Just by a little bit. And then we've got his little rust-colored head. And it goes over just a little bit on top of the white. Okay, but first now let's think about the placement. Let's see, we've got this sun that's supposed to be up here in the sky. In this top corner. And then it says to use... I'm just reading what it says and how to do it. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do it the way it says. It says dark brown, light brown, light brown. Okay, so it says the two dark browns are going to go... Now, we don't have as much room, I don't think, as that shows. Okay, the two dark browns are going to go like right here. And then we're going to have to cut them off because we don't have... I mean, it's supposed to be on a pillow this big. We don't have that much room. And then the two light brown ones come back here. Okay. Now, they already have an iron-on element on the back of them in the first place, so... Arrange the felt with the shiny side down. Okay, so the shiny side is down. And then it says over here that you're going to cut it off right beneath where it goes under this duck area. So that means this one's going to be... I don't want to cut it too short. Just do it, Janet. It's just a piece of felt, man. Just do it, Janet. Oh, come on now, scissors. You're playing games with me. Okay. Put those two right there. Come here, you. We'll just do it this way. Give it a fold. Make it simple. Instead of being stressed. Huh. No need to be stressed about it. Okay. And I'm still in my head. I'm thinking about all the Mod Podge. How am I going to... We're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. Heck, you could even have like an extra reed sticking up that's got nothing on it. But we don't need to add extra. We don't need to add no extra. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do then is we're going to iron these down. So we need them to be right here where they're at. Scoot this out of the way. I don't need to put any Mod Podge on here because there's already something on the back of these. They are iron-on felt. Let's see. For 10 seconds. Press each piece firmly for 15 seconds. Okay, well, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Let's just start right here. Now, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you don't have the steam on. If you do something like this, if you're using Mod Podge and stuff like that, you don't want to have that steam on. You don't want the moisture in there. I don't know. Is that 15 seconds? Ding! All right, 15 seconds. Doesn't look like it got 15 seconds on this side. Doesn't stick well. I'm going to Mod Podge it. I'll tell you. It don't stick well. I'll stick it. That looks all right. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what this does. I need to get me a little stopwatch up here to go ding for me every once in a while. I'm glad you're doing great, Alicia. All right, that didn't stick at all right there. What is this? Some. Here, let's try it this way. Maybe I got to get the hottest middle of the iron on there. I'm not sure. We're just experimenting anyway. We're giving this a shot. Giving it a try. Put this back up here for a second. That wants to move. That's not really sticky there. Okay. If this doesn't do it, I'm Mod Podging these bad boys. Ha! All right. No, I don't think that that's working. But that's okay, because this is going to work. Where's my towel? Here we go. Don't want to get a bunch of water on it. Huh! Pull it right off of there. Okay, let's try this now. We're just going to get some Mod Podge. And we're just going to put it right on here. I mean, I can't say anything. This kit's been around for a while, so maybe if I had done it when I first got it, that might have stuck on there really, really well. I don't know. But let's just say that wasn't sticking. That wasn't sticking at all. So we're just going to spread a little Mod Podge on that bad boy. that didn't do anything. I don't know. That didn't do anything, guys. All right, we're just going to Mod Podge this stuff. We're going to get it here. Maybe I don't need quite that much Mod Podge, huh? Have it oozing out. No need for that. I hear you, little iron. Over here popping. All right. Let's put this one down right next to it. Maybe bring it up a little bit higher. I think it was supposed to be. Just like that. Press it down real good right here at the top at least. Get them to stick up here. All right, now we're going to do you. This one works out. I got another kit that she gave me too. That's not the exact same thing, but almost the same thing. If this works out, I might make me a set of them. Put these in the cabin up in West Virginia. Have something pretty for the walls, something different. We've got a picture up there that's embroidery. And it's these hunting dogs. They're puppies, actually. They're all puppies. And they're little Labrador puppies. And they're all sitting it's little Labradors of every single color imaginable. And they're sitting there with a little wooden duck decoy, and it's a really cute picture. And this would match with that, except it's not embroidered, obviously. I'm not embroidering anything here. It's Mod Podged. Embroidery was grandma's school. Mod Podge is my school here. Oh. Take it to the country and put it in the cabin. I think that would probably look nice up there. Yike! Hold still, Janet. Put it down on the table. What are you trying to do up in the air? Yeah, I think this is... Yeah, there we go. Just trying not to get it on everything. But you know how it is. Those guys are... I don't know. This is good enough. However it is. They're supposed to be more touchy over here. I don't care. This is good. This is good. And I guess while we're at it, let me see. May as well just put some Mod Podge on here and Mod Podge this bad boy right here on the top. And I'll just go around underneath it and put enough on it to secure it all the way down. Because I think it's probably about this big. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe bring it over just a little bit. Okay. Oh, it's not, nothing's wrinkling, so that's nice. It's going on really nice and smooth. Of course, it's not got the sewed edge on it like it would if it was done with a machine, obviously. Okay, now, that's going to be a little more trickier. I wonder if maybe I should just put it on the gold and then slap it down on there. I'm kind of thinking that's what I'm going to do. We'll see. How's this work? Put it on the material. Oh, I can feel it coming through to my fingers, so I know there's plenty of it getting on there, and I don't want it to be, you know, oversaturated, but I definitely want it to stick. So we'll just put a little... Turn it loose on me. Yeah, that kind of went through, didn't it? But I guess that's okay. I don't imagine it's going to hurt the material. Let's see, it's wanting to pull the little edges, though. So there's where your issue's going to come, right there, huh, Janet? So you're going to have to be careful here. And that's not sticking right there. Okay, what if you did this? Nope, that doesn't want to do that either. So let's see, let's see. I know there's plenty of Mod Podge on there, so I guess the thing to do... I probably need a piece of parchment paper is what I need. That would be perfect. Is that over there? Looking at my supplies over there. Do I have a parchment paper? I don't think so. I think that's downstairs in the daggone kitchen. Okay. Don't want to use a paper towel, I know that. We'll just think on this for a minute. I'm going to put the iron on it is what I'm going to do to it. I'm going to iron that. But I'm trying to think of what I can put on it. There's really nothing there. And I don't know how that would work. Would you stick to it? Yes. That answers that. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes and count backward from 50. I'll be right back. I gotta get a piece of parchment paper. And I don't know why he's awake. Here, help me. Alrighty, I'm back. How far did you get? Hopefully not far. Here's my parchment paper. Didn't know I could climb the stairs and run down there and back so fast. But I sure can. Alright. Now let's see if this will work. I sure hope so. Because if not, then I don't know how I'm going to get this duck to stick it all. If this yellow won't stick. Okay. It appears that it did stick. So there's something good. So now we need to put this duck on here. And he's got to be up high enough to cover that. So he's got to go right there. Take this piece off and this piece off. Oh. Get this on here real good. Okay. Put that down right on top of there. Try not to press it too hard because then that Mod Podge comes through. Gonna have to have some more down here though. Okay. I'm just putting a bunch of it on here, guys. I want to make sure that it's going to stick. Not like that, I would think. Let me see. Nope, even further up. More to there. Up more. Right to there, I think. Okay. Yep. Okay, and you can kind of see it coming through in spots, honestly. But that's okay, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to put my parchment paper back on it and I'm going to iron it. But first, I think I'm going to try to get the other elements on before I iron it. And I don't really want to put it on the white. I think I'd rather put it on the black and then set the white down just like I did with the black. So I'm just going to put this right on top of it like I did that. And let's see, it needs to come down a little further. It needs to be down here. Okay. Fold this guy over. And we're just going to put a bunch of Mod Podge right on the black. Because, hey, what am I worried about it for, huh? I mean, the white's covering it anyway. And here I'm all concerned about the black having Mod Podge showing through. What's the difference? Okay, that comes all the way to there, over like this. Just a little extra right there that didn't need to be there. Let's pull you back. How far up does this go? Ooh, that's far enough. Stop, Janet. There we go. Let's see, you go just like this. A little more out here. Not that much. Daggone it, Janet. Okay, well, it's too late now. Ha ha. Okay, we're not going to stress about it. I'm going to tap it down with my finger. All right. Here we got a beak. Maybe I should do these last. Maybe I should iron the other ones on first. I don't know. It's going to go right there. And his eye's going to go right there. think it's got to go that way. Let's get some Mod Podge on that eyeball. About right there, I think. I'm looking at him upside down. Right there. All right. A little bit on the back of this guy here. I want to do a quick iron over the top of this, and we are done. Put you over there. Stay on there, little eyeball. All right. Oh, about to Mod Podge my scissors to the table. That'd be about the right thing to happen, huh? That's the way things work around here. Ooh, no, we're not Mod Podging. Yes, we are. We're getting the Mod Podge on that, aren't we? I don't know if that's going to work. Maybe I better just let this dry. And we'll see how that turns out. I think I'm just going to have to let it dry. But as you can see, it's basically done here. We got some Mod Podge on the front of the duck, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. We'll let it dry. But here we go. We've made our wall hanging. Is Mod Podge like Elmer's glue? Yes, Stevie, get to the kitchen. That's what I thought. Hey, don't you hear me up here? But no, he wasn't paying attention. That's all right. I got it. Anyway, is Mod Podge like Elmer's glue? It is. You could take Elmer's glue and you can add water to Elmer's glue. I think it's 3 parts Elmer's to 1 part water to make Mod Podge. It's basically just school glue and water is what Mod Podge is. I'm sure it's got many other things in it. It says that it is a water-based sealer, a glue, and a finish. So it seals, it glues, and it does finishing. I've sealed rocks with it before, so it's more than just a glue. But it is, you could use just glue and water to get the exact same adhering effects as you do with Mod Podge. I guess you couldn't use glue and water as a sealer. I don't know, maybe you could. It's something I'd have to check into. But anyway, there it is. It's hanging on. It's done. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to take it over the back here. Take this over the back here. After everything gets dried and everything is set. And then I'm going to flip it down on this side. And I'm going to use the staple gun. And I'm going to staple it on here. So it'll be smaller looking than what you see right here. It'll be this much smaller. So this is the actual size of the canvas itself. So I think it turned out pretty good. I think it's pretty. I like it. I appreciate you guys being here with me, and I'll see you again on Saturday. So have a great week. Bye.